Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here, you guys. I did my laundry for this, so yeah, you are fucking welcome. Have you guys ever been so far behind on laundry that you had to dress up to leave the house? Anybody? You know? Way past sweatpants day, you know? Way past trying to make your last Halloween costume work for you on a Tuesday, okay? Last week I hit a point where I was just like, well, guess I'm wearing my old prom dress to my pap smear. I guess that's... Hope you guys can find your way down there, doctor. Okay, yes. That is the most action I've had in a minute, so it was very good. Yes, very awesome. I did realize recently I was getting too horny. Sorry, I don't even like that word, horny. Ugh, God, right? I like to call it nighttime bucally, coming out. You know? I realized I was getting too horny the other night when I was smoking weed and I was watching Bob Ross. And Bob was painting a winter scene, but I was getting hot, you know what I mean? And it's because his brushwork is so amazing, you know? It sucks you in. He's just like, shh, 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 shh. And by the end, he's just like, and you're like, yeah, I hope, I want that canvas to be my clit. I do. I wish it was my clit. Oh, my God. If you're into clits, you guys, pay attention to Bob. He's running a fucking workshop every 25 minutes. Perfect instructions for clits, honestly. He's just like, barely touch it. Very light, very short, very light strokes. Barely touch it. It's already wet. And you're like, yeah, it is. That is a happy bush. That is a happy bush. Oh, my gosh, you guys. So good. So good. I am single. I'm super single. I'm over 35, you guys, and it's fine. It's totally fine. There's plenty of options. I could fuck plenty, sure. But I do feel at this point like dating is just like I just got dropped off to daycare late and all the good toys are taken. That's how it feels. Options have dwindled, all right? I'm just rifling through that toy box trying to find a toy that hasn't been in someone's mouth today. That's what I would like. It's not going good. And I don't even know. I'm a catch, you guys. I'm funny. I'm awesome. I have a great job. I swallow. It's like, what's the problem? Yeah. What is it? You know? And right, we never swallow. I wasn't swallowing to be hot. It's just like, ugh. I don't feel like getting up. You know, that's the only reason. That is the only reason. You're just like, his roommate's home, bathroom's down the hall, not worth it. Just put it down, you know? I have a disability, guys, cerebral palsy, very sexy gift, very sexual, thank you very much. Yeah. If you don't know how that works, at least for me, it's that my brain doesn't talk to my legs don't talk to my brain. And I was just thinking the other day, I was like, what if I don't even have cerebral palsy? What if my legs just speak Spanish? Yeah. Have we tried it? You know, what if I was like, andale hermanos, and I just tap dance off stage, just too quick for the top half, you know? So, we can get cerebral palsy from a few different things. I was born very early. Maybe the cookies weren't done in the oven. Okay, I like a soft chip. Gooey, gets on your lips. Snack for later. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. It's gonna get weird tonight. I thought, hey, let's prepare them. You know what I mean? You can also, people always say this, you can get cerebral palsy from shaken baby syndrome. Yeah. But it's like, don't talk about that in my house, right, Dad? I'm kidding, you guys. My dad did not shake me. You'd have to hold me to shake me, so there's like a missing... Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Dating's tricky when you're disabled. I have a lot of crippled gentlemen approach me in the dating world. Pretty lucky, I know. Recently had a guy in a wheelchair ask me to dance. You know, I was like, what? How? You know? This probably seems like a really sweet and epic start to a love story for you guys. You're like, that's so sweet, they found each other. I know what you guys think. You guys think we're all something sweet and docile, like a puppy with wheels for legs, or like a midget carrying a baby, like Willow from Willow. That's not the case, you guys. Disabled people, we're not nice. We're fucking assholes. Mostly because you let us, okay? It's our little secret superpower, but we're not nice to each other, you know? We don't, like, turn it off for each other, you know? Like, so I gave that guy in a wheelchair dance. It was just a regular I mean, it felt like a lap dance, but that's because he's sitting. I can't control the levels. And after one song, I went to leave. I said, "Thank you so much for the dance." And he goes, "Thanks for what? You're fucking terrible at dancing." I know, right? I was like, whoa, put your brakes on, buddy, literally. I'm bad at dancing. Newsflash, motherfucker. I might be bad at dancing, but you're in a fucking wheelchair. You're not good at anything. Yeah, I said it, I'm not afraid. Not afraid. I'm not afraid of you, wasn't afraid of him. You guys, I skipped away to prove a point. I was like, bye, you know? I fell down. Skipping's pretty hard for me, but I got up and I walked away, and you know what, y'all? He didn't. Okay. He did not. You guys, this is absolutely amazing. I feel so good tonight. I've been really focusing on my mental health. Anybody else? Yeah? Taking those meds. Take them. Take your meds, you guys. Man, whenever I forget my meds, I wake up the next morning and I'm like, holy shit, those are really keeping me in the game. I had no idea. I had no idea Wellbutrin was the John Elway of this entire organization. I had no clue. That's how it was going. I think my mental health is not great because I am on my phone a bunch. We're all on our phones. And I've been paying attention way too much to what are the celebs up to? Need to pay attention? I don't need to pay attention, okay? But I feel like I need to, you know? Like I'm fixated on a couple people, you know? Like J.K. Rowling. I'm really paying attention to her. She needs to shut the fuck up. You guys heard of her? Yeah. Just take your wizard money and shut the fuck up, bitch. Go fix your teeth. British is literally the only people you can be racist to now. They earned it, you guys. They earned it. If you don't know J.K. Rowling, what she's been saying, she's been on the internet. She doesn't believe in the trans experience. She says horribly damaging things. She says that she doesn't believe it. They're faking it. They're predators. It's awful. It's disgusting. But it's so crazy to me that she's the one that took that stance. Because it's almost like she wakes up every day and she says to herself, you mean to tell me there are people out there that were born one thing and then figured out they were something else, spent their early lives living in a closet. And then they spent the rest of their lives trying to show people their magic? That's crazy! It's like, bitch, you wrote that book. You taught us that story. You can do magic with a wand, without a wand. That's your book, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Awful. Oh my gosh. You guys, this has been absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to bring out Ben. I've learned so much from Ben over the years, being able to come up in Denver with him. And I've learned so much, and now I teach comedy. It's really strange. I teach comedy, and I thought people would take my class for one of two reasons: fear of public speaking, or they wanted to be a comedian. I could not fathom other reasons. Okay? But there are so many. Someone took my class once because they lost a bet. That felt good. I was like, oh, cool. Your punishment is my dream. That's great. That is super cool. We're really going to connect. That's awesome. A lot of people like to take my class because they're getting a divorce and they want to show Sheila. So that's fun. That's a good one. My favorite student that I've had, the reason they took my class is because they were an adult magician that wanted to make their act funnier. I know, I didn't know you could be both an adult and a magician at the same time, but it is happening out there. And I didn't know I was going to help this student, but then I learned a little bit more about him, and he actually told me, he's like, actually, the main way I do magic, the main place I do magic is at funerals. funeral magician, Mitch. I was like, okay, why? And he's like, well, it's not like I, promoted myself that way. It's just that, like, you do one and the word spreads. I was like, by who? The dead? What the fuck are you talking about? And it sounded so crazy, but I gotta tell you guys, I was at a funeral a few weeks ago, and I gotta tell you, the whole time I was sitting there, I was like, this would be a lot more fun with some magic. This is kind of a downer. Magic would really help. And I gotta tell you, I've been really inspired to help him write since then. We're doing all sorts of bits, He's like, oh, do you need a Kleenex? Forever. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's just like, I know your dad's dead, but is this your card? His big closer's just a graveside coffin saw. Saws it right in half, pulls it apart, doesn't even have to put it back together. What? And then he just yells, abracadabra. So it's pretty cool. He's killing it. He's killing it up and down the I-25 corridor. It's been awesome. Speaking of which, you guys, I always tell audiences before I bring up the amazing Ben Roy, I do like to tell you, please plan your funerals. Make some plans, okay? I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon, but it's your last party. Let's make it good, okay? Don't let your sister plan your funeral. Her taste is trash, okay? She'd play Green Day. She'd think you'd love it. You would not love it. Make some plans. For instance, at my funeral, I would like it if we had costume changes. For me, the corpse. I'm fancy, I would also like it if all my ex-boyfriends, if at my funeral all my ex-boyfriends took a shot at tequila in honor of me, and then sucked a lime out of my open, gaping mouth. Body shots, baby! I've been in the fridge all day. It's chilled, okay? Salt my tits. Let's get in there, okay? Those ones are jokes, you guys. Those ones are absolutely jokes. But I would like to, this last one's real, you guys. I talk about my disability on stage. I hope it helps people think about how they perceive people with disabilities, so I'd like to celebrate that at my funeral. So I've decided recently that since I have cerebral palsy, I would like it if at my funeral, my pallbearers also had cerebral palsy. Just dragging the box to the hole. If you got a bad hand, you better be using it, okay? You stand on that weak side, motherfucker. That's what I want, okay? I want that casket just banging on the pews on the way down the aisle. Just watch your fingers, everybody. Bullet a rodeo going through this church, I want that casket to be placed on the edge of the hearse, and then the guy I gave a wheelchair dance to just comes by and rams it in there, Then he whispers to nobody in particular, who's walking now, bitch? We're gonna get handicap parking for the cemetery, because my placard's good for another 3 months. We're gonna fucking use it, suck my dick, okay? And they're only gonna have about 3 feet to take the box, but they're gonna take about 4 hours to get it there. Absolutely, show the struggle, say ow a few times. I just really want them to turn it on, and after about 45 minutes, I want the other guests to be like, do you guys need help? And they're gonna be like, how dare you? We're palsy bears. We take our job very seriously. And then the casket will start bucking and rolling, and the doors will start popping open. They'll lose grip, tuck and roll. You guys, I'm disabled. Falling down was always my best bit alive. Let's do it one more time in death, And as my body tucks and rolls down a hillside or a staircase, if it's available, looking for plots. I would just like it if at the bottom of that hill, all my friends and family just gasp in complete horror at my lifeless body, just like, is that a different dress? Holy shit! And from the back of the crowd, you'll just hear, abracadabra! You guys, that's going to be my time. Thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing.